or they need to stream.
Okay.
Like, how's it feel to be me for a minute?
Okay, I'm fat and I'm okay with it.
So just talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna start turning
Alright.
stuff on.
Okay, so man, this is gonna be cool.
Oh yeah.
You excited?
I'm excited.
I'm excited.
I'm excited.
I think this is gonna be fun for you.
Dude, this is
Like before, during, and after it's done.
Yeah. Look, I mean, it's better than what's behind you. That's an old build right there.
Boy, I just finished doing this for you, and it's already dusty.
I put a lot of work in that.
What are you doing in there?
Everything. Everything. I'm running hardcore.
Dario, I need you. I got a lost connection. Oh, no, wait, it's back. Never mind.
I'm about to say, like, how I get a loose connection? We're not using Wi-Fi.
Here, go make sure, cause that's getting pushed around and.
Yeah, I'm not using the
I
Wi-Fi.
think it's live. I think you're live.
Oh yeah, I'm live and all. I just couldn't see it because
Yeah, but
the
now
comments
your
are
phone's
at
like
the.
super crooked, so you need to square it back up.
Oh, good lord! You all out the whack. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
We got
Bruh.
this. Hold on,
You-
TikTok viewers. We will be on shortly.
There you go, PCBM,
Right.
simple solutions for your technical difficulties.
Right.
Even if we're causing them.
You can't blame that on me. I'm sitting there trying to fix the problem.
That's super your fault.
You have no proof. You have no proof.
I'm looking right at you. All right, guys, we're ready to go. Guys, welcome. Hello. If you haven't seen me before, my name is Mike Runnels, owner and founder of PC Builders Mischief. We opened back in June last year, and we're very excited with the amount of growth and expansion that we've done in Kansas City. You guys, for Gigabeast's channel, obviously you guys already know and love this fella here.
Right.
Dario, Gigabeast, yeah?
Oh yeah. I'm just about everywhere. Facebook, TikTok. Twitch. I'm definitely getting on gaming and all when it comes to the Twitch streams. And if you catch my live streams, you've probably seen some shenanigans. And especially with all my fun. God, I cannot start with TikTok. I cannot start with TikTok.
That much fun, huh?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, basically what we're doing tonight is we're going to do a live build for you guys. First time ever. I'm super excited. Unfortunately, Gigabeast has been working with this whole thing. It is an AM3 build from, I think, 2012. Yeah. This is a AM3 AMD 8320E build, and he's been running OBS Studio. He's been doing great with it. Seems to be getting him along just fine. But it's time for a change. It's time for an upgrade. We got to do something new.
Yeah.
So
you got to put old yellow down, and I'm sorry.
Well, because PCBM is trying to look out for this guy. We sponsored him towards the end of last year, and I mean, this is his Achilles heel. I mean, he's got a lot going for him. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna do some upgrades.
Yes.
What we're gonna do? This live build is actually for him, so that he can stream better for you guys. Really get some good content out there. Maybe even do some PC playthrough titles.
Oh yes, most definitely going to be doing that.
We'll definitely be hooking him up with like several library titles from across platforms, Epic Games, Steam, you name it. We're gonna hook him up with it with all the titles that you guys want to watch him play.
Oh yeah, definitely get on Mass Builder. I love me some Gundam. As a matter of fact, I'm thinking about actually doing a little artwork and all with this, and actually putting in a nice little Gundam design and all as well.
I've played that. I'm hooked. I really enjoy that game a lot. Some of the designs, man. I'm probably gonna end up sharing that with you guys soon.
Bruh.
So anyway,
As soon as multiplayer.
all right. Well, guys, I'm ready to get going. As you can see here, we're actually gonna do another AMD build. We're gonna get them into the current generation stuff. This is going to be a AMD AM4 build. We're gonna set them up with 16 gigs of memory. Get him into a 1660 Super. Nothing fancy, just some stuff to get him along the way in the first step. There will be better builds in the very near future.
Just a step up better than where I was.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So, things will get better, but actually, you plan on, once this is built, you're going to theme it after Gundam, right?
Yes.
So I'm
Gundam
really
the
glad
Glow,
that we
yes.
did a white build,
That's
really
a
fun.
whole canvas for me right there. And it's
I'm excited.
and trust me, I will be posting up videos and all of my go through and all, and turning that as soon as this is all done, how I'm going to build all this, get my painting and everything. You will be right behind me watching this transform.
Yeah,
and it's going to be amazing.
He's going to be
guarantee
doing
that.
some episodes actually, to custom theme the build once we're done with it here. So super exciting. All right, guys, I'm going to get this set up so that we can start doing all of this. But yeah, you guys definitely are going to be along for the ride. I don't know how long this is going to take. We're trying not to make it take too long. But yeah, you guys are going to watch it step by step to get this thing done. It's really easy. I'm always trying to encourage people to get into PC building. It's a wonderful skill set. It's a wonderful trade to have. And honestly, I've done pretty well with it.
I mean, and given with the times and all, like everyone needs a computer nowadays. So I mean, like just being able to put one together yourself and all, like it's endless on that.
Well,
like,
you know, I mean, my dad used to tell me is like if if he's under a hood, he's not in the streets.
Right.
You know. Well, I mean, times 100 for this because this is like a 6-figure.
that's a.
If you're a computer technician, that's a good thing to have.
Exactly.
So it's a good skill set because there's two things that's never going to go out of style: logistics and computer technology. So here we are.
Exactly.
All right, guys. As you can see, this is a Lian Li M205. It's a really popular one right now. Comes in, well, I believe it's just black and white right now.
Yeah,
but,
like just standards and all, which is still good for artists like myself. Like it's a good way, it's a good canvas to start off on when you want to do something and all. Just putting your own personality and all when it comes to your PC.
Absolutely. As you guys have guessed, a lot of this stuff is actually really budget based. For anyone who's looking to learn or not make an expensive mistake, everything that you see here is actually really super affordable. A build like this can cost, at retail less than $800. You're looking at a machine that will give you decent frame rate for most titles at, for under $800.
Yeah.
I know that's a lot these days, but when you take into account the graphics card and everything else, it's really actually pretty impressive.
I mean, for 800, I mean, I am okay with it. Have you seen the price for the PS5?
Right?
I'm just saying.
That's going to be a really tough argument. Like, well, all things like the cost of computer components and everything else like that right now. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of interesting that we building a PC right now is really tough. Trust me.
Right.
I mean, I've been doing this for quite some time, and this past year has just been absolutely insane. And with the 30 series cards coming out, and actually, I mean, it's all graphics cards right now.
Yeah, it's all graphics cards.
It's been nuts. I mean, I've been watching it front to back, and it's just been absolutely crazy to watch. These cards are gone before they even make it to the shelves. I mean, like places like Micro Center out here in Overland Park. They
love them.
They don't even bother putting them on the shelves. I mean, they're just like, we got them, and then before they even open the doors, there's like a mile-long line, at the front of the store. I mean, it's like back in the days, like Ticketmaster.
Yes.
The concert line was just wrapped around the building. So,
oh, dude, remember Rockfest?
who doesn't remember Rockfest, man? But all right, so guys, basically what we've got, 16 gigs of Forza memory. We've got a gigabyte board here. It is an A520M Pro. It's honestly, when you're looking at chipset stuff, I typically suggest to people that if power handling, or if you're not like obsessed with flagship level stuff like the X570 or anything like that, just focus on, are you going to overclock? What kind of tuning do you plan on doing? Because if you don't plan on overclocking or doing anything crazy, a 520 board is perfectly fine. Basically, the chipset is responsible for overall power delivery and functionality. It's just go with the basic. It's money. It's money that you don't really need to spend if you don't have like specific needs in mind. So yeah, definitely just keep that in mind. So all right. So what we're gonna basically do here is I am going to start building this guy. I'm going to start building this guy out of the PC. Interestingly enough, a lot of people, I personally like to do this. I like to get as much onto the board as possible before I drop it in, because once it's in there, you're working in this confined space. And if you've got any kind of like space restriction, it kind of limits your ability to get it right.
Yeah.
So,
luckily, I got skinny fingers, so it's easy to like get my hands in there. But at the same time, still like, dude, it's a hassle. It has always been a hassle just getting in to just put new parts and new pieces in. Like, so yeah, doing this is a whole. I didn't think about this sooner. I should have done this a long time ago, but you learn.
Oh, absolutely. So, believe it or not, this is a very entry level AMD Athlon 3000G. Now, I know what you're thinking. It's like, why are you going that direction? It's like, well, honestly, for the budget build, it's actually really not that bad.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Just got to make sure we got that right there. There we go. Drops right in. Lock that in place. That's good to go. And then also here, we're going to steal this guy off. Yeah, make sure we don't jostle that too bad.
Yep, there you go.
And then here we go. Sorry, I like to do that.
Hey, it's a good way of keeping it safe and steady.
Well, it makes for good presentation. So,
yeah, true.
But yeah, you just make sure that you don't really handle the contacts too much. Because, the oil, believe it or not, the oil in your hands and fingers and stuff will actually, in some cases, some people have actually, that's been the problem. Where, I've taken out the DIMMs and just wiped them down. And sure enough, they work just fine.
Oh.
Yeah, it's crazy. So we got the memory in, we're doing that. We got this right here. A lot of people ask, and honestly, even when I'm out and about, people will ask me this: what's the difference? What's the difference between SSD and NVMe? The SSDs are a huge jump forward. If you're still on a mechanical drive and you want to switch to SSD, I think peak read speeds on a mechanical disk, which were around in the 80s, and it's a really antiquated technology.
Oh yeah.
They read at most 150 megs per second, which megabytes per second, which you will never really see. If you're ever watching that loading or that transfer, you'll notice that that never gets seen. You maybe see 10, 24, every once in a while you'll see a 50 meg burst somewhere. But for even the worst SSD on the market will still run circles around the best hard disk drive there is out there. They're easily the one thing that will alleviate a bottleneck in most hard drive based systems. It is the highest demanded upgrade that I get at my store, and it is actually responsible. I mean, if you're wanting to memory upgrade, or if you're trying to pick up the boot time or the speed of your system as far as loading and everything, that in itself will, take all of the unladen potential of your build, and it will unlock. You won't even recognize it. I've gotten in laptops from about the time of this thing, 2012, and they're sluggish, they're dying, and you put an SSD in it, even just the really budget based entry level SSDs, not even the Samsung. The Samsung ones are the perfect ones in my mind. I love the Samsung ones.
But yeah, I love my Samsung.
Let's see here, just making sure. Got everything on here I want to get on here. Yeah, looks good. No, just making sure. Just running that little, right, the back plate.
Yep, there you go.
I changed my mind.
See?
Let's see here. So just get that on there, like so. Just set that down.
Always make sure you got everything set.
Yeah, get your standoffs and everything like you need them.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see here. These back plates are always tricky because sometimes they don't sit quite right and they can lead to trouble. But these guys, and this one sits a little loose, but I looked into it. Turns out it's by design. It's fine.
It's by design that it sits a little loose?
Well, you can get. See, I can go to Home Depot and they have these rubber mats that I can cut. I can cut the shape and I put it on the back side, and it works kind of like a spacer for the back plate. So it pulls it away from the board, and it acts as a spacer. And if you're wondering about thermal tolerance or thermal buildup, it doesn't. It doesn't make any difference as far as the heat goes. Okay. So I actually like that. You know what? The I/O plate. A lot of I don't even know. Some people don't even care to do this.
Well, I mean, yeah, some people usually leave that open, leave it blank. I mean, at the same time, I'm gonna be doing a good bit of work to this on the inside, and I'll put it out.
Oh yeah, yeah. So this can come in and out all you want. It's got steel nibs on the back side and the front side, so or the top and the bottom, so it just snaps right in. You can do it a million times before that becomes a problem. So we're just gonna make sure that that gets in there. Make sure that none, and look out for this. Make sure that none of those tabs. You really, really, really don't want these tabs to get into the socket. So let's see here. Make sure that that's in there really good. Make sure your guide pin's in right there.
Yep.
Okay, so that's in. That's easy enough, right? Well, this is moving right along. I thought this was going to take more time. I'm like, yeah, it's going to be 40 minutes. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah, like, come on now, man. You've been at this for far too long.
It didn't happen.
You flow through this like water.
Oh, no. I'm just like, I'm sitting here trying to make conversation. It's like, I'm running out of stuff to say.
But it's alright. I mean, look, just without how we're going to be having this and all, like, and I'm like, just, okay, for those of you who know me, I love my giant robots. I love giant robots.
I love Mecha too.
Right. Look,
I'm totally melt for stuff like Gundam.
Right. Gundam, Robotech, even Attack on Titan. Yes, Attack on Titan is a mecha. Fight me about it. I don't care.
And who remembers Armored Core?
Oh, dude.
Original PlayStation,
Xbox, all the Armored Core. I was playing all of them. Armored Core 2. Oh, dude, I was.
It'll show my age, but I had this. I had this on my original PS1 demo disc. It hadn't the game hadn't even come out yet, and I had it on as one of the levels of the demo disc, and I must have played that like a gajillion times. Like you could not only because I loved Gundam before that, but
right,
you could make your own mech.
Yeah. And
I was just like,
you already, like, who are you? How did you take my soul so fast?
Shut up and take my money. That was the first use of that.
Right, that was the first.
When I discovered Armored Core.
That was the first time "Shut Up and Take My Money" actually existed in my life. Like, I don't even think Futurama started. Did Futurama start around that time?
Oh God, no.
Oh God, man, dude.
Oh, dude, no.
Yeah.
I'm talking like 97.
Oh, that's still around Simpsons,
no,
man.
I said PS1.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. I was not. I'm sorry. I was
Gotcha.
not listening on that one.
Okay, so what we've done here so far, just for the people who are just joining in. We are doing a custom build for GigaBeast here. We're going to get him out of his old machine. We're going to move the discs over and stuff like that. You guys won't be around for us getting Windows and configured and all that because that's just a little time consuming and just,
that's
let's be honest, it's insanely boring.
Yeah.
But for anybody who wants to know how to do that kind of stuff, definitely visit PCBuildersMischief.com. Drop us a message. Anybody who needs help, I don't really charge for that. I like to educate.
Right.
So just drop me an email, and I'll help you out.
There's a number and all if you're in the Midwest area and all and need a computer taken care of. Like, we got you.
Yeah, we're based out of Kansas City, and we're hyper local, but a phone call's a phone call.
Yeah.
I mean, my phone's right here. That's
right.
Good enough, right?
Yeah. We keep in touch. It's okay.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, and then here you started
getting
that opened up.
It's like Christmas.
Oh, shoot. It's a white Christmas.
Oh, man.
I did that.
Yeah, you did. You look at you. Look, now we're going to head all over.
I'm not apologizing. I refuse.
You refuse to? Yeah. I know you refuse to apologize because remember when I said someone's going to say something?
Oh, man.
Yeah. Look, you thought it was going to be me.
Yep, here we are. Happened. Still not apologize. Oh goodness. Okay.
This is why we're friends.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Me and GigaBeast here. We've known each other since what? 2012.
Dude, way back in
that year keeps coming up.
Dude. I was
some
still
Back
doing
to the Future stuff here.
Dude, I was still. I think I was still doing stuff for Worlds of Fun. I was doing costumes and props, which I still do that. No, and I do cosplay. So yeah. Keep in touch with some of my stuff and all. I do more than just game streaming.
Yeah, get a big F for For anyone who knows about Worlds of Fun. Yeah, let's see it in the comments.
Oh man, if you've been to the Halloween haunt and like, there's a good chance I've scared you, your friends, and family. I am not apologizing.
Oh, it's the best.
Dude, I have caused trauma.
I've had people run away. Yeah, I was in Vamp House.
You was able to make them run?
The first 3 years I joined that team, I got Screamster of the Year.
Dude, yeah, it took me a long time to get Screams of the Year. I worked my butt off on that one.
The first 3 years I signed up, man, I killed it.
Oh,
It was
dude.
great. I had a lot of fun there. I made like a ton. I made a ton of friends. So
Dude, yeah, it was always an experience every year. You get to make new friends, you have new experiences.
dragging people across the yard,
Right.
stuff. You get to do things.
You get to do things. Like, I mean, just put the fear of God in someone's life. It's okay.
Right. So let's see here, guys. We're putting in a 650 watt power supply, and yeah, I know what you guys are thinking. That's probably a little high for the people. For the people that know what's going on here.
And to that I say, this ain't your computer.
It doesn't. This build definitely does not require that much power, not by a landslide. But because we're kind of planning ahead here, I wanted him to have a case that he could grow into. We could add stuff to, like, water loops and everything like that.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be a lot to know with this.
The power supply is really not something that you should skimp on. Honestly, don't ever skimp on your power supply. Don't get cheap power supplies. Do not try to strike a deal with your power supplies. They will fizzle out. You will have a bad day, and it might not be the only thing that you have to replace when it dies.
Because if you cheap out on your power supply, you're gonna have a bad time.
You bust out a capacitor in your power supply, or if it shorts out, or if it overloads, or anything like that, fails in general. There's always a significant chance that you're gonna have to replace something else, like heaven forbid the board, or even at this point the GPU.
Dude,
Like, nobody wants to replace a GPU right now. You're gonna have a bad day. So never skimp out on your graphics cards. So at this point, we are getting to an interesting point. It's starting to take shape, as you can see.
Yep.
And we're having pretty easy go of it right now, honestly. So what I'm gonna do is lay this back down, and then you got that deployed? Okay.
Yep, it's all ready.
All right. As you guys can see, a MSI 1660 Super. I love this.
Sexy.
Gonna pop off our guard here for the expansion slot. Keep our guys in here. Make sure that the two slots back here. Up. What do we got here? That's right, the guard. Forgot about the guard.
It's all about the guard.
Yeah, we gotta get this up and out. Oh man. Okay. First technical difficulty.
You consider this a technical difficulty? It's just a small hiccup.
It's a thumb screw that won't go. Okay, so we got to get these screws out because they're in the way for when we drop the card in. Lately, they've been making these that the guard locks down everything across all of the slots on the back. I don't have an opinion about them. Sometimes they're just in the way, and it's just another screw to undo. And don't mind me. That's pretty. I think that's cool for a dual fan. Like I've seen some triple fan deals that are you'd think it was a meme or something, like how hilariously large that they are.
Bro.
If anybody goes to the PCBuildersMischief.com gallery, you'll see that there is one build in there that's got it's a chromed out graphics card. It's called it's a big boy.
It's a big boy.
It's a big boy.
Big boy.
There's not even a millimeter. I had to get the card in there and then build the front fans and install those around it.
Oh,
Like,
dude,
I had to
yeah.
change the way I put that machine together just to get that guy to fit. And man, just by
It's massive.
it's beautiful.
Oh, dude.
I had so much fun building it. Honestly, I wish I would have done this for the build. I honestly wish I'd have done this for all the builds.
Look, I wanted to sit here and like do something cool with it, no, but I mean, right now, just as it is, it's still amazing. I'm still trying to figure out what can I like artistically do to just put some more flair to it, but I can't even think of a thing.
Yeah, I know. It's really, really nice. I'm very satisfied with that, and honestly, so was the customer. He was so excited. I actually, when I do custom builds, guys, I will actually, as the owner, I will show up myself and I will showcase your build to you and go over all the details of how things went together, you know, and how much fun I had, and some things that you might not notice right off the jump street, like you know, just little detail stuff, especially you know, like cable management, stuff like that. I'll pop open the back, show you how I've got everything organized. It's a real premium experience. I enjoy doing it, and it seems as though other people enjoy what we do.
Oh yes,
So,
most definitely gotta get at that.
let's see here. Okay.
What's on next?
I'm loving how this looks.
Daryl, let's see the nippers real quick. Let's get that off there.
Phrasing.
Hey, what can I say? So, alright, so we got that. And then let's see. How do I want to do that? Yeah, I think we'll just go traditional. We'll get this up here. We're going to flip that ribbon over so that it has a nice clean bend in it.
Yeah, there you go. I got you.
And then there's that. And because even though, yeah, the factory cable's here, but this is a budget build, so this is actually super okay.
Right.
Yeah, but this is going to do you plenty justice. So let's see here. So we will get that put in, and with modular cables and stuff, you want to get them plugged in to where they're headed to. What I'm doing here is a little bit backwards. Let's see here. Guess our cameraman, camerawoman Michelle, looks like oh man, she dipped out.
What happened?
Bathroom break. I was like, wait.
You abandoned us.
Oh no, she's back. She's good. Nothing caught fire. We're still batting 1,000, man. So we got that plugged in.
Yeah.
All right, and then let's get this guy up here.
Set
Always up here at the top.
At the very, very top here, I got you.
You know what's crazy? I still can't understand, like, after all this time, you know, because when they were just starting the ATX, you know, standard,
Yeah.
like everything was kind of everywhere still. There was little consistency.
Trying to get this.
Got it?
I was trying, but
Try harder.
I am.
I did my best.
I did my best.
I'm
I'm trying my best.
You gotta love it.
it's just since the two of them and all, just like I set one in and one
Go
slides
on
right
together.
there. You go.
Right in.
There we are. We're in there.
Let's see here. Yeah. And if you ever have a problem like that, you know, just there's always a way to figure it out.
Oh yeah.
So, as you can see, there's not a lot going on back here. Now we have all this I/O to connect and everything like that. And once we have that done, honestly, we'll be able to do some cable management.
Yep.
And that ought to be pretty easy.
We gotta clean all this up.
You know, in the future, I think we should have like multiple angles and stuff.
Yeah.
Need a top-down camera, need a camera from back here, so we just like camera 1, camera 2.
Yeah, now you see what
Back
I did
here.
now with my strings and everything with camera 1 and camera 2.
Yeah, just spin right around on this thing. So,
Right.
but yeah, all right. So as you can see, there's 2 fans in the front of this guy here. I'm gonna pull this mesh off. It's this dust filter, just magnetic, just like that, easy peasy. We've got 2 fans in the front. I actually think they come with the case. So that's money you don't have to spend there.
Mm-hmm.
We only have a certain number of fan outputs on the motherboard. So what in most cases what we'll do is we will get this splitter right here. And you just connect both of them to this Y splitter right here. And then you just feed that through from the back just like you would normally any other fan line. And then let's see here. Uh-oh. Oh, it is. Is there a way to kill that one?
Like our nightly alarm.
I think it stopped. Let's see here. More technical difficulties. Did it kill the stream?
I think so.
Oh
no!
Oh no!
Let me go back there. Let me check
Get
it
it
out.
back!
Oh no! How did that happen?
Sick him, man. Go
Oh.
get him.
Dude, okay,
Get him back.
This is your phone that did it. How did?
Get him back.
How do we go back?
Your fingers on the lens. All right, here. You know, Ladero, get back up there and start singing elevator music. Oh, we're still live. Okay, we're safe. It's safe.
All right, back up. We're good.
We almost had technical difficulties.
Mm.
The technical difficulty was we didn't know if we were experiencing.
Yeah, technical difficulties. Yeah, we were blind for a minute.
Gotta love it.
Dude.
All right, so, all right, what we got next here? Cause so we got that done. That can come back on here.
Right.
That's not in the way anymore. It's
Cat, what you doing?
Oh no! Oh no! It's Godzilla. It's like no, I want to be famous.
I'm like, your 15 minutes ended 14 minutes and 45 seconds ago.
I'm gonna introduce you guys to Misty, whether I like it or not.
Like,
That's Misty, the mascot.
what,
As a giant Maine Coon cat.
right, just don't care.
This is like that's a nice studio
setup.
session you got right there.
Right,
Real shame if someone swept in and stole the show.
right. It'll look better if I was in it.
You know what I did? All the IOs on the bottom of the board, and I added the card before I did the IO. Yeah. I've been doing this for 20 years and I'm screwing this up.
Bruh, you're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me.
We'll be killing stuff when this build's done.
Truth.
I'll put you on some titles and
Oh, dude, I'm so gonna be getting that mass builder.
I'm gonna watch you on Twitch with your fancy polo.
Oh yeah.
And I'm gonna set you up with a cap too, and I'm gonna watch you live stream fragging these fools. And I saw that one video you were doing with what was that? What title was that with the killing the zombies on the rooftops and all that?
Oh yeah, that was Dying Light. Yeah,
Dying Light?
dude,
Okay.
I love me some horror games and all. Like, in Dying Light, it's pretty much like zombie survival and parkour, which has been phenomenal. And I'm waiting for Dying Light 2 to come out because it's gonna, like, I've been hearing it's gonna be some big things. But just playing that game has been so much fun, and I kind of have a challenge and all. Like, if I get like a bunch of viewers and all, I will play only night mode, which makes it harder for myself and all.
And honestly, if you guys give him enough attention and we can start getting some real views and stuff, I will set him up with a VR kit and he'll play Resident Evil in VR.
Oh my God, yeah.
With the lights off, not that he'd know.
I wouldn't look like it.
So even when you throw the rig off, you're still screwed.
I'm still screwed. Oh my God! And like, and see, we're playing that game and all. Like, when playing games normally, you're just sitting on your couch or chair, you like, and just gaming out. You look to your left, you look to your right. Like, you're in your room, you're in your safe space. Doing this in VR? No.
I'm telling you.
Oh, by the way, a friend of mine actually like brought up a great idea and all, something I was trying to build, or like at least try to get together, or bring back, so to speak, smell-o-vision.
That was a stupid gimmick and everybody knows it.
Yes, but add it to VR. What you got? Sensory overload. Like, you actually play a place and you smell where you are.
I don't understand how that makes it more immersive. Smelling where you're at.
Well, I mean, with VR, yes. I mean, you're like in a nice.
Like how do you what do you have, like scent cartridges?
Yes.
Oh God, it's gonna be like it costs like perfume.
I
What
mean,
is that?
I mean,
What is
yeah.
I don't even know.
But it sounds like a good, to me, I thought it was a great idea. I'll plan on making this a thing.
You understand that they're just gonna like charge the daylights out of that. It's like, ooh, if you want authentic Resident Evil odors, you know,
I think they have a camera
they're
for that
like
already.
$50 a cartridge. You know, like that's all we need is consumables in games.
Right, yeah.
It's bad enough with the loot chest thing, but now you want to put eau de toilette inside of Resident Evil?
Yes, I do.
No.
Look, it's gonna be bad for me too. I'm pretty much gonna cause playing that in VR, and I see and smell that whole area. Ugh.
$5 says you're gonna try to run away from the smell. Like, oh, what is that? And just you're just gonna catch the umbilical coming backwards. Like, okay, I'm doing this for nothing. This thing's gonna be a boat anchor and it's gonna go with you. You're gonna flip out and take this thing for a ride, man.
I bet they would pay to see that happen if it gets me to that
They're
that
gonna
level.
need to.
You,
It's
man,
gonna be there.
it's gonna be there. Like, oh, the mole's after me.
I'm telling you, man, it's craziness. Let's see here. Let's see. Front panel. The front panel's not in here.
How is it not?
They messed up the labeling for the front panel. No, look, it's all just blank. Look, it's just blank.
Holy crap! It is just blank. I'm just.
Made you look?
but you're not wrong.
No, I'm not. No, in all honesty, it actually isn't there. So in this situation, this is where the manual or the guidebook would really come in handy. So we're probably gonna fall back on that.
Read your manuals.
Yep, always keep your paperwork because you never know. Because even if you know what you're doing, there's always gonna be a curveball. As soon as you're completely comfortable with what you're doing, it's gonna bite you.
The wife was right. You heard it first.
Oh my
Read the
God.
manual.
Read the instructions, Harold.
You don't know what you're doing.
I know, right? It's like, I got it. So we're gonna leave for the time being. We're gonna leave that coming through the case, and I will put the graphics card back in once we get everything else plugged in. Actually, honestly, all that's left is our USB 3.0 front panel connector, which yeah, is it gonna work with me? Yeah, it's gonna work with me.
Do you know how this works? Do you know how to get it in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shush. Alright. Let's see. Okay, so sorry. Doing this for the career. So I got this through, and obviously everyone hates the USB 3.0 harness. It's just ridiculously large. So what I'm doing here is I'm training the cables just a little bit to kind of keep that clean look about it. And then again, we will be taking care of the cable management in the back, because even with everything that's going on, there's not a lot back here. I have seen some absolute spaghetti messes back here, and in some cases you can't.
Praise the spaghetti monster.
You can't even close the back panel. It's insane. Some people just give up and don't even do it. So in this case, this is going to be a relatively easy thing. You can get these zip ties off of Amazon. They're just simple 2.5 mil by 1,000 mil. It's not even $15. There's like 1,000 of them in here. So if ever you need to do any kind of maintenance or anything like that, these zip ties and these nips that are not even $10, get them on Amazon, get them anywhere. They're super easy to get, super affordable. They're going to make this so much cleaner, and you'll fully appreciate it. So let's see here. Get this going, back up, fed up through the front, get it through that one, and then so at this point we set this guy aside ever so gently, and then what we're going to do now is we're going to take the drives out of this poor old guy. Clunk. You had, I think, what's in here? It's an old radio.
It's an yeah.
No, it's an old HD card.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man.
It's old.
When I pulled up the parts list for this thing, I was like, oh, you poor champ. Okay.
Right.
So we're gently just disconnecting these guys and getting these guys out of here. So we'll need to just grab our. And honestly, another suggestion: this iFixit kit. Now they're not we don't get sponsored by them or anything like that. But this kit is insane. For I think. Well, I don't even remember. All I know is like it's the best $80 I've ever spent.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like 80 something.
They're solid. These are not plastic. They're solid. the backs are on the bearing.
They're
They're
worth
amazing,
every penny.
and it comes with every bit ever. I mean, just like I've not. There's nothing that I haven't been able to get myself into
That all
not
you need
using
is
this kit. I
All-
love that thing. It's amazing. Yeah, I fix it. I love that company. It's amazing. So yeah, definitely. If you're trying to get into this, make sure you've got the right tools.
And when did I fix it? You got every tool you need.
Absolutely. Let's see here. Oh, get that one. Got that one. And then just loosen these two. And then we can take those screws all the way out once we get it like out of there.
Yeah.
Okay. So now
I
when
want to learn some old stuff.
you know, honestly, I completely skipped what I was saying earlier. So for SSDs versus mechanical, the best mechanical drive will run at about 150 megs per second or megabytes per second. The worst SSD that I've messed with that is like extraordinarily affordable runs at 480 megabytes per second. So it's absolutely a night and day change. And then to take it a step further, the Inland, I actually use a lot of Inland products. They seem to hold their own pretty well. I have seen Inland NVMe's. Honestly, if I'm wrong, I'll change it in editing. But I believe the Inland NVMe's run at 3,500 megabytes per second. It's some radical number. So like, on average, your solid state drives run like what 5 to 10 times faster on average than your mechanical hard drives. And then your NVMe's run 10 times faster than your SSDs.
Yep.
Like it just absolutely blows the doors off of them. So, but yeah, what we're doing now is we're just transferring the drives over to the new build. And in most cases, like 99% of the time, the way Windows 10 works is that all of that information, the parts and everything are listed on the drive itself. It's not local to the board or anything crazy like that. It was before where if too many things changed, it locked up your installation of Windows.
Yeah.
So now it's like you can just swap out the drive and it's still all good.
Yeah.
You shouldn't really run into any problems. And I that's been my experience. But yeah, so we're good here with this guy.
Yeah.
Rest in pieces.
Yep.
Wow.
So, give me a break.
I know, right? Just mule kick that thing across the front yard.
Oh, dude, I remember there was a PC convention a couple of years back when I first moved up here. I forgot the name of it because it was like my first time just getting used to Missouri and everything. And like I forgot who it was, but they were having this whole thing where if you was to smash your PC in front of them, they will give you their tower that they had built at that. Like, dude.
I don't really see what you have to lose there. It's
Yeah.
I mean, they have this thing called backups.
Right. They just wanted.
I mean, like, do they even check if your original disc is in there? I mean, it's like,
I
does it
mean,
matter?
I mean, that's what I thought. And like these things, and all I sit and ask myself, like, how is this working?
These are important questions.
These are important questions.
I'm telling you. Let's see here. Okay, so basically what we want is it to have this plate should always be facing upward.
Mhm.
Now, I don't know if that's just kind of a me thing, but as far as I know, it's always kind of best to have these guys sitting oriented where the motor and all of that assembly is supporting the plates inside.
Yeah.
It's always good to have it that way. Actually, you know what? Man, batting 1,000 today, man. I swear.
Yes.
You bet. So let's see here. So this guy, man, I'm struggling with this way too hard. All right, there we go. There we go. That's what I wanted. So we're gonna dip into there.
Yep.
Grab these screws like that.
Oh, nope, that was a tool.
Actually, no, take that back. We already have them here.
Oh, see,
You know, hey, you know what? It's late, and I could go for a McRib right now.
dude, don't get me started on McRib. Oh, I'm a foodie.
I got him started.
I love food, man. You gonna sit here and talk?
Don't talk to me, dude. I'm from New Orleans. Don't talk to me.
Alabama. Look, thanks. Like we're neighbors. It's okay. We know. We've been there.
Oh man, roll tide.
Like we have ate.
I'm telling you, man. I have. I mean, yeah, dude. I got the dad bod. I hit 32, and I was just like, bam. I went from a nice fit 187 all muscle to, well,
I'm like
oops,
close to 215.
You know.
Although, given the fact that I don't have a vehicle at the time and all, and my means of transportation is Lamborghinis.
Yeah. Oh man.
Did you just?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
You didn't see anything.
All right. I don't know what
Nothing.
you're talking about.
Man, I'm nothing.
Nothing. I don't know what happened.
I didn't see stuff.
Like I just turned around and it's just nothing.
What?
Was that a nothing again? Did you?
It's okay, guys. I'm a professional. I promise.
Are you sure about that?
I'm telling you, man. It's like some silly Regis stuff here. Okay, so we're gonna push that down. Then we're gonna get that lined up. There we go. Tactics. There we
Oh,
go.
speaking of tactics, I gotta get back on Pit People. That was a fun game to play.
Man, I need to. Oh, the continuation of the Final Fantasy VII remake.
What?
Yeah. It's kind of leaking already. Even Square Enix is talking about it in their newsletters.
Oh, that is so much hype.
So, yeah, I think the last thing I saw was something about Yuffie.
Oh, dude. Okay.
Like, they were all like, what is she doing here?
Look, I'm waiting on that. The new Legend of Zelda, The Breath of the Wild. I'm all that. Okay, I am gonna get the Skyward Sword remake for the Switch. I'm already sold on that one. Like you fixed the nunchuck portion so I can actually swing my sword properly and not have to.
Hey. Oh, yeah, man. Tell you what. All right, let's see here. We're coming along here. Bear with me. I'm just glad this isn't like a bomb or something, you know. Just.
I mean, if you do it wrong.
Yeah, one of the first things I posted on the PCBM website was, on the Facebook page was like, any machine can be a smoke machine if you use it wrong.
See, and that is like, I remember I used to watch.
That got people.
That
got me. That's why I posted it.
Man, I used to
do it that thoroughly.
I used to watch just like PCs just like when pieces are built incorrectly or someone uses bad math.
I'm telling you, it's all about the bad math, man. Tell you what.
I watched many videos of just towers just exploding or just catching fire.
Oh man. Hey, you know, honestly, we're kind of doing some pretty smooth sailing for our first stream.
Why you gotta drink somebody like that?
Because we've already lost the camera.
No, fair enough.
We're doing pretty okay.
We're doing okay. We're doing okay.
1 down, 3 to go.
Right? Like, yeah, for those of you who don't know, we're hitting this on all fronts. I mean, I'm doing the personal TikTok and all, like, just doing a live stream just so then some of my friends and fans and all can catch up on what I'm doing here.
Yeah, what platforms are we on at this point? Like, we're on, let's see, we're recording for YouTube.
Yep.
We got Twitch TV.
Yep.
TikTok?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, dude, that's everywhere.
Hey, we're still good.
We're doing all right.
Still okay.
We're teaching people how to build cameras. You heard what I said?
We're gonna need to build cameras if we keep losing cameras at this rate.
Right. Look, we had the first one all mess up in our, like,
Building cameras.
yeah, not building cameras, building computers. I know it's stupid. I'm not smart.
No, oh my god. Let's see here. Okay, so and this one just kind of slots in. So we're just gonna give that a little press like that. Good lord, that makes me so nervous with mechanical drives. That's the other thing about an SSD. They are born to be in laptops. You can, you sneeze on a laptop with a mechanical disk in it, is you don't even know if you're going to keep your data. You could just like toss that bad boy off your roof, and yeah, the laptop is toast. I'm not going to tell you it's going to be okay, but the SSD can handle way larger shock than any mechanical disk ever. Like they're more power efficient. They can handle so much more. They're faster. They take a ton less energy than.
For a minute there, I thought that looked like it went straight through the hole.
And the NVMe's are even better. Like they're compared to spinning a disk inside of a hard drive. The energy efficiency is just through the roof. I recommend that upgrade to anybody. So let's see here. So what we're gonna do is now that we've got that in, we're gonna need SATA cables, and we're also gonna need to jack in this guy. Let's see here.
Let me see if we got any questionnaires on some of our videos here.
Absolutely. Say, what are we doing? Like, oh man, did you break it yet? He broke it.
I didn't break a thing.
Rickety wrecked.
You have no proof.
So what we're doing now is we'll be adding to our guy here. That is probably the most annoying sound like ever. Forever?
And ever.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do, because there seems to be a little bit of restriction, it's touching the case, and I've got this drive enclosure as far back as it'll go, but it's still not enough for these super tall SATA power connectors. So what we're doing now is we're connecting the power, the SATA power cord from the drives to our guys back here, and that goes all the way back here for connection to, let's see here. Okay, so now we just get that in there. Oh no, that's okay. That's an easy fast fix. So we just get that tucked in there like that. And let's see here.
Yep, just tuck it in like you're just hiding stuff underneath the bed. It'll work. It works.
Well, you know, for cases like this that have a power supply enclosure, where it's just got that giant shroud that covers the front of it, that's okay.
Yeah.
You know, if you've got one of those super open cases that doesn't have this guy that runs across the back, this is your cheat right here. This lets you get away with doing that. And it also makes it pretty convenient for cable management, because then you can just shove all the slack back in there.
Oh yeah.
Without having to worry about looming it or making it any sort of way. But yeah, absolutely. And then let's see here. We're almost there, guys. Just about there. Let's see here. What did we get? I'll take that off one more time. You know, honestly, I'm super guilty of this. I will see, like, after the fact that a cable could be routed a little bit more efficiently, and because all the I/O is just kind of right here, I like to kind of keep them all together. So, like, in this situation, you can see a ton of these are all still together, and there's not anything going between them. So at that point, you can go back there on cable management and loom them all together, and it's a really nice clean look. Yeah, it takes a little bit of extra time to undo stuff and redo stuff, but in the end, you've only really had to do it once, and it really looks a lot better than if you'd have just not tried. So let's see here. There's our I/O panel again.
Yeah.
That's okay. We'll get it. That's super easy.
I'm just like
sure
the fact that whole thing is blank.
You know, and it's kind of funny, because at this point I'm almost convinced that, like, now that those drives are in, you've technically installed Windows. So
Technically, yeah. Yeah.
okay, so for the most part, these guys are in let's make sure that that cable got put in, and then inside one of those lower drawers should be the SATA data connections.
Nope.
SATA cables.
Nope.
Gotta love SATA
Nope.
cables. And if they're not, go to the no, that's not good. How about you go to the file cabinet with Bulldozer, the top drawer, and that little short file cabinet.
Oh yeah.
There's a bunch of them in there. Can't miss them.
Alright.
Miss them. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about with Bulldozer, well, he's grabbing those. Bulldozer is a massive machine that took me about, oh god, forever it seems. I designed that guy. We got as high as 21st global superposition for 8K rendering. I don't even know anything above that. I mean, you're talking about some really serious machines. But go to the website pcbuildersmischief.com. There's actually a gallery that kind of showcases all of that. It's super exciting. I'd love for everybody to take a visit, check things out. And if you want us to build anything like that, just drop us a message or call the number. Definitely call, text, you name it. We'll get to you in any way. And yeah, we'll be happy to help you out.
Ketchup or mustard?
That's on you. We're gonna need 2 of them anyway, so you might as well bring them both over here.
Alright.
So what we're gonna do, so obviously we have these vivid SATA cables. Honestly, these are super cheap too. They come in like a gajillion colors, and if you go to places like Cable Mods or any places like that, you can actually get some nylon braided ones that look really, really cool. In fact, I love doing the braided cables. I think they are just super cool looking.
Oh yeah.
But at some point, yeah, I actually got caught off guard with this, but we will definitely come back and put some color appropriate cables in here, whether they be white or black or whatever. And as you guys can see, I fed these through, connecting them to the board first, and all I did was pull them through. And then what we do here is we just take, now you'll see that there's 2 separate kinds here. There's the straight 180 degree and then the 90 degree angled one. So in this case, you can see it's kind of low here. So we're going to take the flat one. Which will be kind of acting as our low profile one, and we're going to stick it right down there, and that'll be kind of out of the way. We'll come back and loom that, get that tied down, and then for the other disk, our SSD, we're going to come swing over here. And I know you probably can't see this at this point, guys, but just bear with me here. I'll get my hand out of the way in just a second. So what I've done here is I've tucked this down here like so, and just and these SATA cables can be bent. They're pretty forgiving. I don't mean just like fold them in half and kink them. It's always not recommended. But for this guy, yeah, the SATA cables are really tolerant. There are some cables that just cannot be, bent like that. But we can get to that at some other time. Yeah, so basically that's all good back there. What we're going to do now is we're going to lay this guy down, and we're going to install the CPU cooler. This guy keeps everything running cool. It's by Cooler Master, air cooled. Since we're not going to be doing anything crazy, and the processor is not a really high power demanding fella here, we do not need anything super serious. Now, if he was doing overclocking. Right? That's definitely to come. I hope you guys get to watch the future episodes where
Oh yeah, we'll get to that.
where we really get to take it way farther than ever before. I'm looking for my thermal paste.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Which, honestly, let's see here. Did it get moved on me again? I swear, man, it's so unprofessional.
Murphy's Law!
Yeah, no, I'm messing up. Give me 2 seconds, I'll go hunt it down. And,
It's in the drawer.
is it? Hang on a minute, give me a minute.
Is it in that drawer?
Let's see.
But oh my goodness.
goodness. Like I guess we're not getting any questions and all so far about how to get things done. I mean, I'm glad that everybody is at least with us and know how to getting this all built. I am so excited about this. And looking at the inside, I'm trying to decide like I might actually use part of the computer and all as a backdrop for when I do my Gundam design for the inside of this. Because part of it is going to be like, I'm thinking like a whole space colony background. Yeah.
It looks like. You know what? I've got another one. That's okay.
Yeah, I'm finna say,
I
like,
can. I think I pulled it for a different for a work order. So
I would believe that you did. That is just, oh boy, that is still blowing my mind.
all right. Yep, we're still good.
Alright.
We've got this under control. Super duper under control.
Mm.
So guys, I would love for you guys to start this argument. Too much, too little thermal paste, you tell me. Crisscross, snow cone style, whatever you want to do. You use more than a grain of rice. You just put half the tube on there, what do you do? Honestly, since this stuff isn't conductive, like electrically, well, depending on what you get, make sure you do your homework. Don't ever assume something like that.
Like the knowledge of the various thermal pastes.
Yeah, because there is products like Thermal Grizzly's Conductonaut. Honestly, that will kill. I mean, boy, the liquid metal solutions that will instantly close the circuit, and you will instantly regret it.
Ooh.
So yeah, don't ever do that. Okay, so obviously we've applied to the CPU. Now you kind of want to pay attention to what you're doing here, especially for these mounts that have very specific parts to them. Always make sure that you have read the instructions and that you fully understand how all this stuff goes together. Because if you do it wrong and you fire up your machine, and if you've ever looked on like some of these PC communities where someone's like, hey, my thermals are through the roof, I'm on a liquid cooler, I don't know what happened. Believe it or not, in some cases they installed the water block on or their cooler incorrectly, and it wasn't making any contact with the processor. They'll take this guy, which will have the paste smeared from corner to corner, and that's a normal fitment. But if you take it off and the paste isn't from one quarter, if it's not completely spread out across the entire surface, then it wasn't making full contact, and or it wasn't pressing on it nearly at all. So if it's not a bit of a undertaking to get that all tightened down onto your socket, then you might want to double or even triple check to see if what you've done is been done correctly. Okay, so what we're doing now that we got those bridges on those 4 posts, see, this is where the top-down camera would really come in handy. I'm seriously thinking hard about that. So what we're doing is we're just getting this guy threaded in. Let's see here.
Yeah, I want to grab that.
Get that on, and then get the other side on. Let's see here. Okay, so now they're threaded. So depending on the pattern, depending on how many screws are on your mount, you want to do them evenly. Same way you take a tire, or take a wheel on or off your vehicle, you want to do the crisscross thing. Always apply pressure to the processor and the socket and everything evenly. Even don't go from like threading it to completely torquing it down all in one shot, especially if you've got more than 2 screws to deal with. Try to get the pressure to come down on it evenly, because even in some cases where, let's see here, in some cases where you have, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull these back out.
Right.
I'm going to pull these back out so they're not on my way when I'm putting this fan in, and then they'll just slot right back in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do there is just get this guy nice and snug in here. Make sure the clips have engaged. And what I'm referring to is the plastic clips that engage with the heat sink for the CPU cooler. And make sure that my fan here is connected to CPU fan. And now that that's in, now this is easy. And we drop this back in and it's super nice and easy to do. So there's always a method to the madness. There's always an easy solution that you can do. Make sure that both clicks take place when you're dropping these guys in. Absolutely.
If you don't hear both clicks, it's not all in, it's not in.
Yeah, if you don't hear both of the clicks, you've missed something. So let's see here.
There we go.
Here's those 2 clicks. Make sure those are here. Yeah, for the life of me, I don't know why. I may have to hunt down the manual really quick. I may have to figure that one out, because
I know it's boggling my mind too.
well, I mean, I could sit here and definitely assume what goes to what, because I've done an I/O panel so many times that it doesn't even, I don't even have to try. I just know it from memory. So I mean, I will do this time, but truth be told, you should never necessarily do this without consulting the guidebook,
Right.
or your manual rather.
Read the instructions.
I'm telling you, you're gonna have a bad day. I'm telling you, you're gonna wish you had if you don't get it right.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you pop it and that's the only way to turn your board on, you just lost your board.
Yep.
That's
All that money gone.
well, the boards. See, the boards are really interesting because the price range for these boards, I mean, just absolutely crazy. I've seen boards that cost, a few $1,000s depending on what platform you're using.
Yeah.
Like those Epic the Threadripper
Yeah.
processors. Some of those boards can be as much as $5,000.
Five.
Yeah, forget the processor, man. The board itself is just insane.
Yeah.
You just the technology that goes into them is just absolutely wild. So let me take a quick look and make
Yep.
sure. Let me just do kind of a checklist here before I have to take this thing out again, because I've done that before. I've had those days where I'm just like brain farting it so bad, and I don't get to do this in the order in which I would have normally done it in. So when I pop this graphics card in, make sure that it does the click too, because if you notice before you put it in, there is a clasp. Let's see here. There's a clasp on the forward side of the motherboard, or at the forward side of the slot, and that is a locking clasp. And if that doesn't click, there is an extraordinarily high chance that your graphics card is not fully mounted. So you need to make sure that when you're installing this stuff that it just been, it's been installed properly, or else, you're gonna have a bad day. So let's see here. Grab that number 2. Get those put in, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna get this guy. And I don't mean like full fist, like crank it down, but make sure that it's firmly screwed in. You might, every once in a while, one of those aren't made quite right and they strip, but as long as one of them is firmly installed, you can make sure that, oh yeah, there's that. It'll stop you.
Yeah, it's not.
It's when you force it past that.
Yeah.
Like you will go beyond.
Then we will go get our lock plate in here. And then, let's see here, get that done. Let's see, like this guy right here. That happened. That totally happened. That's okay though. It's just a stop plate. So let's see here. Oh, and then what we do. Ooh, excuse me.
Clear the throat.
I'm telling you. All right, get our VGA power connection back intact in there.
Yep.
And then, yep, we got it there. And all I did just there was get that ribbon kind of a clean look. Make sure that all looks good.
Yep.
And then let's see here. What's our game clock looking at?
Right now, we don't look.
We're
doing good.
We're not too bad.
Right?
That's okay. I'm okay with that. Okay, so we're gonna face this.
Got a good build in almost an hour's time, man.
I'm telling you, and you know what? Honestly, for a simple build, this is going together actually pretty hassle-free.
Right.
I'm really okay with how this is going. So now what we're
So
gonna
it can
do,
be done. We are showing it can be done. It took an hour.
super can be done.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all about it. So what we're doing now, just for the sake of doing it, is we're going to just kind of shuffle these around a little bit. When it comes to cable management, all you're doing is making sure that everything is tied down really well, so that there can be some kind of airflow. Because not only does the processor need a little bit of cooling, and you obviously see that certain components on the motherboard need cooling, it is always good to have some kind of like openness to the backside of your motherboard, because if there isn't, that can cause a little bit of a thermal buildup, and you don't want that. You never want any kind of temperature issue going on with your PC. Heat is the #1 enemy of any build that's ever going to be made. Period. Full stop. Yeah, as long as you can do the heat management, which when it comes to cable management, that's what you're doing. You're making sure that everything's battened down and there's enough clear linear space behind the machine to basically allow for proper airflow and for decent venting of heat. Let's see here, and then honestly, a lot of people skimp on this, and I mean, it's not going to be catastrophic, but it's always a nice touch to be thorough. And then after this, we'll clip the excess off the cables, and so this will be a really nice look. And as you can see, I will even right here, I'll tie these all together just cause I can. Sure, why not? You know, and then let's see here. We'll bring all these together over here. Is this the I/O? Did I do that? I did that, but that's okay.
Y'all saw it.
Got me.
That was all you there, buddy.
I'm telling you, my fault. So, what I was talking about is that the I/O panel cable and everything associated to it got mislayered. Is it a big deal? No. Is it going to kill me? No. Is it going to drive me nuts 2 years from now because I'm still thinking about the fact that I still did it anyway and I let it go? Absolutely. So, I may have to skip the 24 pin. So let's see here. I'm gonna get that. We got that done. Pull that down a little bit.
Kind of hold that right there.
Yeah, give it that clean look. So with this, let's get that nice and taut. And then so my zip ties are not long enough to include that big fat 24 pin ATX power cable right there. You notice, and they actually thought of that here. So there's a second anchor for your zip tie separately, so that way you can run two separate conduits down. There.
They plan for these.
You know, honestly, I love Lee and Lee. Lee and Lee, I like the design. I like the look. There's not a lot of companies I vouch for. But yeah, I love Lee and Lee and how clean their designs are. I like the daisy chaining RGB fans. I love their case designs. That's not to say that I don't love other case designs, especially like Corsair. I love working with Corsair. The Zeus is not really known for cases. They have just a couple of them out on the market. There's even some collaboration ones if I can remember correctly. But yeah, Lee & Lee, like the 011 Dynamic and all those other cases, they're absolutely excellent, and I love working with them. They're super fun to mess with.
Oh yeah, I just feel like there's a lot more potential now artistically, when it comes to cases like this.
Yeah, and they're starting to get that the PC building community is more than just like slap it together and get it done. No, they are starting to really understand that it's a lot like the streetcar scene. You know, the racing scene. Like you go above and beyond and just make it your own. And some of the most gorgeous machines that I mean, I'm a big car guy, and I love seeing what people can do artistically with vehicles. And honestly, it always blows my mind what people are capable of when they're building machines like this. So I'm gonna take my last zip tie here. I'm gonna toss this together way down here at the bottom. And let's see here. Come on, get in there. Let's see. All right. Got that done. Excellent. Okay. So guys, as you can see, what we've done here is just kind of group everything together. We've actually made, yeah, I mean, that's all you do. Just make sure that everything's nice and clean and loomed together, and that you haven't clumped everything up to where you can't get the back panel on. But here, a lot of people struggle with this, as best I know. And here we got the really clean front panel. So I keep the plastic on this. I'm gonna point this out because this drove me nuts until I figured it out. So obviously, you know, these panels can be a little frustrating. Yeah, that's the bad.
You had it right.
Okay, so on this one's a no-brainer, and I'm not gonna have any problem. But whenever you have like belt bulging or anything, so no matter how hard you try to keep one side down, pinned down with both hands, you're always gonna miss a latch or a catch on the bottom. That way you can't lock it in place. So if you ever have that problem, make the machine work for you. Set your plate down like that, lay your machine on it. Okay? Lay your machine on it just like so. Make sure you're aligned. Just make sure you keep your guy down. Put your hand on the back like that, and that's it.
All that weight will just keep it level.
Make the machine work for you. You know, like you built it for. So, absolutely. In this case, this one doesn't have the tabs or anything, but it's still a good example all the same. So, but yeah, this will actually keep you from having to do the 10-minute fight scene with your computer to trying to get the back panel closed.
Oh
So,
yeah.
But yeah, just another little something I picked up along the way, and you know, it's a good deal. And just checking again to make sure that all these little tabs have not intruded upon your USB ports or anything crazy like that.
Always check over everything.
Yeah. And since we don't really have anything to do on the front side, we just pop our panel back on, you know, give it just a little bit of a love tap, and
It's okay. It's great.
my super primo table. So absolutely clean look. Like I said, I love Lee & Lee. And then yeah, we got this guy right here. And then we got any peel on the inside?
No peel on the inside.
We're ready to rock. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So there you have it, guys. A basic 101. Not only a basic 101 for getting a machine built, like quick lesson style, but this will carry Laduriel here for a good little while until we decide to take it up to the next level. And you know, we're already making plans to do that.
Yep.
You want to do the honors?
Oh yeah.
Get that slow peel going.
Oh, that's so big.
Slow peel, B-roll. Oh yeah, and it's so pretty.
So pretty.
Guys,
so clean.
There you have it. Nice, clean, simple sub $800 build for basic gaming. You know, nothing fancy, nothing overkill. But yeah, that's how we get it done.
in less than an hour.
In less than an hour. Yeah, less
Yeah.
than an hour. Yeah, simple as that, guys. After that, all you do is install your software, make sure you get everything configured right. Always install some security software. We personally use ESET Internet Security to make sure we take care of everything, including the devices on the network, and make sure that all of your Windows updates are done. Yeah, every once in a while, I already know, I hear it in the comments already. It's like, yeah, there's always that one update that tanks my computer. Roll it back. That option is there for a reason, guys. Roll it back.
Yep.
But yeah, for the most part, make sure you got all your software in, configured properly. Make sure you got proper security software, and make sure everything's just up to date. Yeah, just say it in circles.
Right.
But yeah, guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys had fun. I hope I taught you something. Daryl here will be on all throughout the week.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to be hanging on to this tonight. You won't see him tonight. Possibly even tomorrow morning.
It's
but
gonna be okay.
Once I've got this thing up and running and everything's been migrated over, he will be back live on Twitch TV and everywhere else that you're used to seeing him
Oh yeah.
on a regular schedule, man. I'm trying so hard to make sure this guy gets online as much as possible. So again, thanks, guys.
No problem. Thank you, man. Thank you. And I can trust me. You're gonna be here, and you're gonna see me do all my designs and my artistic flair when it comes to this. I will keep you guys posted on all of that. Like, you will not miss a single thing.
And I'll make sure to stick around and troll him.
Yes. Yes, you will.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching. You guys take care. Again, visit. Go ahead and plug the locations for your stuff.
Oh, dude. Let's see here. There's GigaBeast pretty much on TikTok. GigaBeast _ on Twitch. Like, I guess everyone else and all tried to use GigaBeast, but it's okay. There's only one of me. I will go do great lengths to keep it that way.
All right, guys. Yeah, of course, GigaBeast on Twitch and TikTok and YouTube as well.
Oh.
Do not forget to visit PCBuildersMischief.com to get custom computers, upgrades, repairs, you name it. We pretty much tackle anything. Be more than happy to see you guys on the Facebook page. We have a PC Builders Mischief Facebook page. Don't forget to visit us at, oh God, I've lost track of everywhere we are.
See, we are
Got
like
Google, Yelp,
everywhere.
We got the .com, we got Facebook. Yeah, we're on YouTube now too.
Check it out. Check out on PCBM.com. We have our number and all, so give us a call. We will pick up.
All right, definitely. 913-214-6168 is the PCBM number. Don't hesitate to give us a shout. All right,
Now,
guys.
are we doing any charity functions when it comes to this?
Yes, Wired to Help is, we don't really ask for money. We ask for computer donations.
Yes.
If you guys have any machines that are long forgotten, dust collectors in your garage or anything like that, we actually come and pick them up from you. We kind of knock the dust off of them, maybe put a couple things in it to get it more current, and we will find homes, desperate, needy homes for people who wish to try to work from home during these crazy pandemic-y times.
Even my old machine is being donated and all for this. And all, since we're going up to this, my old one is being brought in and all for and hopefully it will be given to a good home and help someone else and all. And they're needing all to at least learn, educate any way that you need a computer for.
Yeah, for basically, I'm working with the state on both the Kansas and Missouri side to see if anybody needs technology that they can't afford for like remote learning and the school can't provide technology, or for remote working or anything like that. There's more information on PCBuildersMischief.com. Just look under the Wired to Help tab and you can get all your information from there. Again, this is Ladariel and
Be that
Mike.
beast.
Absolutely. PC Builders Mischief got...
PC Builders Mischief.
I'm so tired. No. PCBuildersMischief.com and Ladariel is a GigaBeast, man. You guys take care. Y'all have a good one. Have fun and good night. Happy
Take
building.
care.
All right, man.
That is insane. I love it.
You gotta get them all shut down.
All of them.